picture the perfect mix of mystery, romance, wealth, and danger. Television's most elegant detective team. Jonathan and Jennifer Hart weren't just cracking cases. They brought charm, deep devotion, and a sparkling chemistry that made every single case feel both glamorous and deeply personal. Pure elegance. Porn. With Max and a brilliant supporting cast, the show became a stylish snapshot of late 1970s and early 1980s television. Decades later, the stars' lives show a mix of enduring fame, quiet paths, and emotional farewells. Welcome to Heart, Then and Now. Fontaine. Jonathan Hart was the smooth, daring millionaire who gave the series its perfect blend of danger and high-class romance. Played by Robert Wagner. Born February 10, 1930. He was 49 when the show premiered in 1979. Jonathan's character worked beautifully because he wasn't simply a wealthy man cracking cases just for fun. He brought a deep devotion to Jennifer, elevating the series beyond average detective shows. Felt like a truly glamorous partnership built on total trust. Wagner brought an effortless sophistication to the role, a screen presence where wealth, action, and romance felt totally natural. Whether chasing down leads, facing danger, or trading, quick, playful banter with his wife. Jonathan always exuded the calm confidence of a man who built his life on success and love. Long before this show, Robert Wagner was already a major Hollywood star, starring in major hits like A Kiss Before Dying and The Pink Panther. He kept working across movies and television for decades to come. Today, he is 95. Jonathan Hart remains unforgettable because Wagner made elegance feel adventurous, steady love, and timeless star power. Stanley Friesen brought a delightfully quirky and unforgettable spark to the world of the show. He served as a stylish reminder that even minor characters could add rich texture to the mystery. Played by Lee Wilkoff. Born June 25, 1951, he was only 28 when the series debuted in 1979. The character worked because the show wasn't just about high-end luxury, elegant estates, and danger. It also relied on distinctive, lively faces who kept every investigation feeling totally unpredictable. Wilkoff infused the role with warmth, sharp comic timing, and small details, letting Stanley shine without ever breaking the fast, smooth flow of the Hart's main adventures. He brought a light-hearted touch to a world built on suspense, romance, and charm. Outside of TV, Lee Wilkoff earned massive respect on stage, starring as the original Seymour in the classic musical Little Shop of Horrors. He carved out a brilliant, diverse career across Broadway, film, and television, proving he was a versatile actor comfortable with both comedy, heavy drama. Today he is 74. Stanley Friesen remains memorable because Wilkoff made a minor character feel incredibly warm, unique, and full of life. Deanne brought a gorgeous, highly sophisticated energy to the stylish universe of the show. Played by Mimi Maynard. Born January 17, 1952, she was 27 when the show launched in 1979. Deanne's character worked because roles like hers filled the Hart's world with high-class charm, sharp wit, and deep texture. Series balanced luxury and high stakes, but it truly depended on unforgettable side characters who easily navigated high society parties, wild mysteries, and sudden plot twists. Maynard gave Deanne flawless charm, fitting perfectly into a show where high fashion and deadly secrets went hand in hand. Her presence added a light, elegant element to the central mystery, perfectly matching the Hart's own effortless chemistry. True talent. Beyond her screen time, Mimi Maynard built a thriving off-camera career as a casting director, producer, and voice actress, showing her immense creative talents reached far beyond a single role. Today she is 73 and remains respected for her incredible versatility. Different corners of the entertainment world. Deanne still shines today because Maynard made a small supporting role feel absolutely unforgettable, elegant, vibrant, and perfectly in tune with the show's effortless charm. Fax was the trusted chauffeur, a loyal confidant, and a warm-hearted witness to the Hart's dangerous adventures. Portrayed by Lionel Stander, born on January 11, 1908. He was 71 when Hart to Hart first aired, in 1979. Max clicked with viewers because he wasn't just staff. He was family, sporting an iconic, gravelly voice. With streetwise humor and a deep affection for Jonathan and Jennifer, he gave the entire series a warm, grounded core beneath the high society glamour. As the Harts chased danger and romance, Max offered the practical wisdom and dry wit that made their elegant world feel real. Lionel Stander brought a lived-in charm to the role, making everyone believe Max had seen it all and still loved the adventure. His long career stretched deep into Hollywood's golden age, with standout roles in classics like Mr. Deeds Goes to Town. Though later sidelined by the infamous Hollywood blacklist, Lionel Stander lived to 86, passing away in 1994 from lung cancer. Max remains unforgettable because Stander made loyalty feel rugged, funny, and genuinely heartfelt. Lieutenant Gray injected gritty police tension, hilarious frustration, and real stakes into the high-flying world of Hart to Hart. Played by Win Irwin, born on December 22, 1932, 46, when he first joined the cast. Frey worked because he represented real, official law enforcement, to a series where the Harts relied mostly on charm and raw instinct. He gave their mysteries a much-needed sense of real-world structure, while adding plenty of humor whenever the couple's amateur sleuthing crossed over into official police business. Irwin gave Gray an infectious energy, framing him as a relentless, sharp detective who was understandably frustrated by the wealthy duo constantly beating him to the crime scene. These grounded police figures helped keep the show's romantic fantasy in check, anchoring the stories with real consequences. Win Irwin was a familiar face on classic television, with memorable roles on All in the Family, Laverne and Shirley, and Barney Miller as a highly dependable character actor. He passed away in 2018 from pancreatic cancer at 85. Gray stands out because Irwin made authority lively, yet deeply memorable. Lieutenant Draper also brought a sharp, professional authority and a calm, commanding presence to the series. Played by Lyman Ward, born on June 21, 1941. He was 38 when he joined the show in 1979. Draper worked because the Harts needed real, official authorities to ground their glamorous danger, while Jonathan and Jennifer relied on charm, money, and intuition. Detectives like Draper constantly reminded the audience that crime still carries real legal weight. Ward played the role with a firm but approachable edge, keeping the detective capable without dragging down the show's breezy, romantic vibe. Perfect balance. His performance added genuine credibility to the investigations, blending sharp wit with the show's polished mystery formula that made the show so addictive. After the series, Lyman Ward became famous as Mr. Bueller in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, while maintaining a steady career in Hollywood, an iconic role. Today, he is 84 and widely respected as a versatile actor who always brought quiet strength to his roles. Draper endures because Ward made official authority feel incredibly calm, effective, and a perfect fit for the Hart's adventurous lifestyle. Even the minor butler characters brought a warm, unforgettable energy to the elegant world of the show. Played by Matthew Faison, born on January 13, 1944. He was 35 during his brief appearance. Classic touch. This character worked because even brief guest spots deepened the show's vibe of pure luxury, good manners, and high-class mystery. With Jonathan and Jennifer living so high, characters like the butler gave real flavor to the luxury estates, hotels, and wild parties where the drama always went down. Faison brought a quiet charm and light humor to the screen, letting his butler blend right into the Hart's elegant world without ever stealing the spotlight. His performance proved just how crucial great character actors really are. The players who build a believable world through tiny details and effortless charm. After his time on Heart to Heart, Matthew Faison kept working steadily, booking roles in Falcon Crest, Remington Steele, and The Falcon and the Snowman. Today, he is 81 years old. That butler stands out because Faison made a small part feel incredibly polished, warm and quietly unforgettable. Then came Janet, bringing deep sophistication, brilliant intelligence, and sharp intrigue to Heart. Played by Diana Muldaur, born August 19, 1938, she was 41 when she joined the cast. Fawn. Janet clicked because Muldaur possessed the rare presence needed to instantly elevate any guest role. Her grace, focus, and intense emotional control felt right at home in the high-stakes mystery world of Jonathan and Jennifer. In a show where charm and danger shared the exact same space, Janet brought a necessary layer of mature wit and dramatic weight. Muldaur acted with the absolute confidence of a seasoned pro who knew exactly how to make brief scenes feel incredibly heavy. Both before and after Heart to Heart, Diana Muldaur was highly respected for her powerful television drama, scoring memorable roles in Star Trek and a celebrated run on LA Law. She became known for her strength, elegance, and a unique gift for playing powerful, commanding women without losing her warmth. Today, she is 87. Janet lives on because Muldaur made elegance feel thoughtful, mystery look sharp, and supporting roles feel deeply important. Bechet brought a dash of European class and intrigue to the stylish world of Heart to Heart, played by Maurice Marsac. Born March 23, 1915 in France, he was 64 during his guest appearance. Bechet worked beautifully because Marsac carried an old-world charm that matched the show's jet-setting style. The series frequently plunged into high-society parties, glamorous locations, and high-stakes mysteries that went way beyond standard detective television. And guest stars like Bechet built that incredible atmosphere. Marsac delivered effortless charm, polish, and a classic European presence, turning a minor role into something highly memorable and sophisticated. He stayed busy. A long, successful career made him one of Hollywood's go-to French actors, frequently hired whenever a script called for high culture, dry wit, or European flair. He showed up in dozens of hits over the decades, including The Love Boat, I Dream of Jeannie, and The Pink Panther Strikes Again. Maurice Marsac passed away in 2007, at 92 years old from cardiac arrest. Bechet lives on because Marsac made high-class charm look entirely effortless, global, and theatrical. Hector Correa brought real grit, authority, and a sharp investigative mind to Heart. Played by Henry Darrow, born September 15, 1933, he was 46 when he took the role. Correa worked because he gave the Hart's universe a highly competent lawman, someone who balanced the show's glamorous adventure style with authentic, boots-on-the-ground credibility. Darrow brought a commanding presence to the screen, but balanced it with warmth, keeping the detective sharp but human and real. His role showed the quiet strength of a trailblazing actor who helped pave the way for Latino artists on television. Long before his guest spot on Heart to Heart, Henry Darrow became a household name starring in The High Chaparral. Later, he became a major voice and screen presence tied to Zorro. His career mattered deeply. It wasn't just the roles, it was what his representation meant on screen. During a shifting television era, Henry Darrow passed away in 2021, 87. His character, Inspector Correa, lives on because Darrow brought warm, quiet dignity to the badge. Then came Claude Luter, bringing old-world charm and high-class style to the show. He was played by Roger Till, born January 29, 1909 in Paris. He was 70 during filming. Claude was essential. The series lived on its sense of high-stakes international sophistication, elite guests, exotic locations, characters who made everything feel massive and glamorous. Till brought a flawless, quiet polish to the screen. It was European sophistication at its best, subtle and never forced. he fit perfectly into a world where high society and deadly mystery crossed paths in luxury hotels. By then, Till had built a truly legendary career across European and Hollywood screens, shining in Sweet Charity and The Happy Ending, always bringing real class to every single scene. He was the ultimate character actor, a master who elevated any scene just by walking into it. Roger Till passed away in 2002 at 93 years old. Claude remains unforgettable because Till made elegance look effortless, global, and timeless. Walter was a brief, unforgettable presence. He was the perfect supporting player, making Jonathan and Jennifer's world feel real, complex, and alive. Played by Arthur Adams, born August 29, 1935. He was 44 during his run. Classic mysteries relied on talent like this. Actors who could show up for a minute and completely hijack the screen. Adams brought a sharp, magnetic charm to Walter, making him feel like an integral part of the Hart's high society circle. In a world of luxury and sudden danger and high-stakes romance, these minor roles shaped the entire atmosphere. They made the danger feel real, not just scripted. Arthur Adams was a force in Hollywood, delivering powerhouse performances in supporting roles that anchored every production he touched. His career proved how much character actors matter, unsung heroes who do not get top billing but keep the story grounded. Arthur Adams passed away in 2020 at 84 from cancer. Walter endures because Adams made this brief role feel human, memorable, and deeply real. Then came Lieutenant Gillis, bringing sharp wit and real grit to the police work. Played by Richard B. Shull, born February 24, 1929, he was 50 when he took the role. Gillis was crucial because the show needed smart cops who could bring real-world grit, sharp skepticism, and official order. Pure tension. Jonathan and Jennifer tracked down killers with charm and pure instinct, but Gillis kept things real, reminding everyone that actions have serious legal consequences. Shull made Detective instantly likable, blending tough authority with a dry humor that fit the show's fast-paced style. With years of stage and screen work, he made even the briefest appearances feel incredibly intense and alive. Fans knew him from iconic hits like Splash and Slapshot, a respected actor with massive range. Richard B. Shull passed away in 1999 at 70 from a heart attack. Gillis lives on because Shull made the badge charming, witty, and unforgettable. Next, Mrs. Capello arrived, bringing elegance and warmth to the show. She was played by Jorgen Johnson, born August 15, 1926, and she was 53 during her run. Mrs. Capello stood out because Johnson's had a rare talent for making sophisticated roles feel deeply human, rather than distant. Her presence brought real class and emotional depth to the Hart's world, where glamour and mystery relied entirely on believable supporting actors. Johnson gave the character real composure and warmth, making Mrs. Capello feel truly memorable even within the polished ensemble of a guest-driven detective series. Her long career spanned television, film, and the stage. She became known for playing strong, poised women whose dignity carried quiet emotional force. Audiences surely remember her from Midnight Cowboy, Archie Bunker's Place, and Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, among many other roles. Jorgen Johnson passed away in 2018 at the age of 91 from natural causes. Mrs. Capello endures because Johnson made Grace feel steady, mature, effortlessly human. Patrick Burke, shifts from the heart to heart, cast straight into RoboCop, where he appears as a cold and calculating corporate figure, played by Paxton Whitehead, born October 17, 1937, in East Malling, England. He was 49 when he took the role. Patrick Burke worked because he embodied that polished arrogance of corporate power, the kind of authority that looks civilized while serving a brutal system. Whitehead brought sharp diction, intelligence, and a highly refined edge to the character, making him fit into a world where greed and control wear boardroom manners. Beyond this role, Paxton Whitehead enjoyed a highly distinguished stage and screen career, admired for Back to School, Friends, and numerous Broadway plays. His performances always carried wit, precision, and a theatrical grace that made him unforgettable in supporting roles. Paxton Whitehead passed away in 2023 at the age of 85 from complications of a fall. Patrick Burke endures because Whitehead made corporate authority polished and cutting, quietly satirical. Lieutenant Fredericks belongs to the world of RoboCop, bringing a highly grounded police presence to the film's chaotic, dystopian setting, played by Richard Hurt. Born on September 26, 1932 in Boston, Massachusetts. He was 55 when he took the role. Fredericks worked because the film needed figures who made futuristic Detroit feel connected to recognizable law enforcement structures, even as the world around them collapsed into violence and corporate control. Hurt gave the role real authority and weight, using his steady presence to show experience and discipline under massive pressure. His career spanned decades, with memorable performances in T.J. Hooker, All the President's Men, Seinfeld, and Star Trek Voyager. He became one of those dependable character actors whose very face brought credibility to every scene. Richard Hurt passed away in 2020 at the age of 87 from cancer-related complications. Next up, Lieutenant Fredericks endures because Hurt made authority grounded, professional, and believable even inside a dystopian nightmare. Frank Tisdale appears in RoboCop as a hard-working and dedicated OCP employee, who brings a rare touch of humanity inside the corporate machine. Played by Joe Pantoliano, born September 12, 1951, in Hoboken, New Jersey, he was 36 when he appeared in the film. Frank worked because RoboCop's world is packed with greed, violence, and institutional coldness. And these smaller figures reveal how ordinary people survive inside that massive machinery. Pantoliano brought pure energy, sharpness, and a grounded presence, making Frank feel human amid a system built purely on profit. Beyond this role, Joe Pantoliano became one of Hollywood's most versatile character actors, starring in The Goonies, Midnight Run, The Fugitive, The Matrix, and his Emmy-winning performance in The Sopranos. His gift has always been making complicated, morally slippery, or highly anxious characters feel incredibly alive. Today, he is 74. Frank Tisdale endures because Pantoliano made a smaller role feel alert, deeply human, and touched by his signature charisma. Halsey Matthews enters the frame of RoboCop as a slick, highly polished corporate shark. He is tied to the brutal Omni Consumer Products, played by Rod McCary, born April 15, 1941. But in St. Cloud, Minnesota. He was 46 when he took the role. Halsey worked because the film needed suits who made absolute power look smooth, not monstrous. McCary brought a quiet, chilling authority to the screen, fitting easily into a corporate world, just as dangerous as the streets. His acting drove home the film's warning about greed, corporate control, and cold moral detachment. Outside of RoboCop, McCary built a rock-solid career, appearing in Bachelor Party, Howling 2, and Dallas. Murder, She Wrote, and Matlock. He became a reliable, familiar face, always brought sharp intelligence to supporting roles. Today, he is 84. Halsey Matthews lives on because McCary made corporate greed look smooth, cold, and deeply unsettling. Next is the briefly seen chambermaid, brief hotel worker in RoboCop. She brings a sudden, much-needed spark of humor to an otherwise pitch-black future. Played by Peggy Pope, born May 15, 1929, in Montclair, New Jersey. She was 58 when she took the part. Her character worked because brief comedy makes a brutal world feel real. Pope possessed a rare gift for making tiny roles feel distinct and alive. Her screen time gave the scene a burst of human energy amidst the rampant violence. Throughout a highly respected career spanning theater, television, and film, Peggy Pope became beloved, especially for her classic performance, the tipsy secretary in 9 to 5. Her performances always brought warmth and wit. She possessed a truly genuine human rhythm. Pope passed away in 2020 at age 91. Fawn. The chambermaid lives on because Pope turned a tiny scene into something funny and unforgettable. Then there is Eduardo, a minor character who brings raw grit and street-level truth to RoboCop's decaying, futuristic Detroit. He was played by Gregory Sierra, born January 25, 1937. Born in New York City, Sierra was 50 when he took the role. Eduardo worked because minor players made this dystopian world feel crowded, dangerous, and alive. Sierra brought a fierce, lived-in energy to the screen, commanding his brief moments like a seasoned pro. By then, he was already a beloved star, famous as Julio Fuentes on Sanford and Son, and Sergeant Miguel Chano Amanguale on Barney Miller, plus Miami Vice, Hill Street Blues, and countless other shows. His career proved that great actors can bring raw truth, humor, and power to both comedy and drama. Gregory Sierra passed away in 2021 at 83 after a battle with cancer. Eduardo remains memorable because Sierra made a tiny slice of screen time feel wonderfully real. Jennifer Hart was the sharp, glamorous, and adventurous half that made Heart to Heart a true classic, played by Stefanie Powers, born November 2, 1942. She was 36 when the show debuted in 1979. Jennifer worked because she was never just the pretty wife. She was witty, brave, deeply observant, and jumped headfirst into every single mystery. Their marriage was the show's romantic core, but her sharp mind kept it balanced. Powers played Jennifer with a perfect mix of elegance and grit, equally convincing in high-end evening gowns or dangerous situations, handling quick banter and tough investigations easily. Their on-screen chemistry became the absolute soul of the show, playful, deeply loyal, and remarkably equal for its time. Long before and after Heart to Heart, Stefanie Powers built an impressive career across television and theater, starring in The Girl from UNCLE and major stage plays. She also earned praise for her activism, charity work. Today, she is 82. Jennifer lives on because Powers made Grace feel brave and partnership timeless. The cases are now closed, yet the elegance of Heart to Heart lingers. Think of Jonathan's charm, Jennifer's brilliance, and Max's fierce loyalty. That romantic adventure made the series legendary, sweeping us through glamorous settings, playful danger, legendary guests. The show proved that a great mystery could be stylish, affectionate, and full of heart. Some stars are still here, while others have taken their final bow. Yet their genius lives on in classic television history. Which iconic heart-to-heart character stole your heart? Drop a comment, subscribe, and join us again on Hollywood 1960s.